Police and SWAT officers responded to two scenes in the North Lawndale neighborhood just a few hours ago.
Anthony Ponce is live tonight on the west side where police just gave an update. Anthony.
Yeah, Corey and Dawn, we're here in the North Lawndale neighborhood. We're just after 6 p.m. It was absolute chaos for a couple block radius here, right around the intersection of Ridgeway and Douglas Boulevard. As you mentioned, a total of 10 people were shot in two separate mass shootings that happened within 5 minutes of and 3 blocks of one another. The first.
So you got two mass shootings within 5 minutes of each other, and one within a 3 block radius. And I told you people the other day how often this happens. Like, those of you who are subscribers of this channel, I know many of you are probably like think that it happens a lot. You guys think that it happens a lot. No, it happens a lot. All the time. Dudes rolling up, spraying the crowd. It happens all the time. Okay? All the time. I often wonder how sisters like this, they do the news every day in this city. I know I get on Tara Molina from the CBS affiliate in Chicago, but I want to talk about this sister. Because if any story dealing with racism, some kid had to cut his hair because the school didn't allow funky haircuts, or some sister gets cussed out by a Karen in Walmart. I know she's in the pre-production meeting. We gotta have that. That's gotta be addressed in. And I bet all the politics in the Fox newsroom, at the Fox 32 newsroom, there's lack of diversity, not enough black people, even though every time you look up, there's black people everywhere. But racism. I'm sure she's an advocate for 1619 Project and critical race theory and all these things. And what I'm getting at is, every night she goes to work and she covers black people murdering black in epic proportions. We're talking about brazen kids, old people. I'm talking about dead. Where's her editorial, her op-ed? Like, it's just, I just don't understand how these people go to work every day and cover this stuff. And then when we get a viral video of a Karen being rude to a sister at Victoria's Secrets, it's like a 3-day story. But they just murder, whatever. This sister should be in tears. Given the way she would react if another story dealing with something racial that a white person did, or that the system did. Because they can't really find a lot of stuff that white people did. They got to use the system now, the institutions, so that you don't even need a person now. You don't even need a racist now, because the system and the institution did it. But it's just like, I just don't understand how these people go to work every day.
Police and SWAT officers responded to two scenes in the North Lawndale neighborhood just a few hours ago.
Anthony Ponce is live tonight on the west side where police just gave an update. Anthony.
Yeah, Corey and Dawn, we're here in the North Lawndale neighborhood. We're just after 6 p.m. It was absolute chaos for a couple block radius here, right around the intersection of Ridgeway and Douglas Boulevard. As you mentioned, a total of 10 people were shot in two separate mass shootings that happened within 5 minutes of and 3 blocks of one another. The first one happened at 6:05 p.m. Police say it happened right near the intersection of 13th and Christiana. 5 people were shot near that intersection. We saw shell casings strewn throughout the sidewalk right outside a number of apartment buildings just off of Douglas Boulevard. Now, the second shooting happened right where we are right now, 5 minutes later, at the corner of Douglas and Ridgeway, which is right where Theodore Herzl School is. I am standing about 50 feet away from that school. 5 more people shot at this intersection where a car also ended up on its side. Again, here, many more shell casings all over the sidewalk. And tonight, Chicago police calling on people in this neighborhood to step up and help them track down those responsible.
I tell you, this is becoming an effort where we're going to need an all-hands-on-deck approach. And that approach is going to involve our community. Our community getting involved and saying what's going on. Our community who has cell phone pictures, who has Facebook information. We're going to need your help.
That is interesting, though, that the brother says that. Whenever somebody gets knocked out or something, or there's a girl fight somewhere, or somebody's arguing, or somebody acting crazy on the bus, or somebody got on a silly looking outfit, or somebody got on some shoes that ain't cool, that ain't the style, cell phone pictures and viral videos everywhere. But when some fools come through blazing, just shooting at crowds of black people, there's never any cell phone footage from the people given to the cops, or they might even give it to the internet and the cops get it off the internet. But these detectives, why are these people not being detected? Why they not using all their technology, everything? Like this guy said, all hands on deck, man. All hands on deck. Everybody in Chicago should, in these inner cities, should be recording, should be recording constantly. If you in a group, you should just be recording. Somebody in that group need to be going live at all times. If I walk up and if I see a buddy of mine and then another guy walk up, that's 3 of us. So it's 3 of us there now. And you know it's going to be some kind of issue. One of us needs to go live. Just so that we can have this situation recorded. And we can be able to bring the person to justice who may come do something to us. But I think this is a good point, man. Everything in the stand, we need 24-hour supervision, man. We need to be supervised 24/7. We need to be like the Truman Show, man. The Sun Man Show, man. Literally, man, the Sun Man Show, man. Where you record everything we do 24/7. 2 mass shootings within 5 minutes, 3 blocks away. No suspects. I'm begging, Blackistan, let's start surveilling ourselves before they do it, because somebody's going to have to come in and give us the supervision we need if we don't do it.
I tell you, this is becoming an effort where we're going to need an all-hands-on-deck approach. And that approach is going to involve our community. our community getting involved and saying what's going on. Our community who has cell phone pictures, who has Facebook information. We're gonna need your help.
And back out here live, you were looking at a live picture of that car that I mentioned ended up on its side right in the middle of Ridgeway Avenue. Now, so far, police haven't been able to provide us with details about how that car may or may not have been connected with all these shootings, if it was trying to avoid the situation or perhaps it was involved. They don't know yet. They're also not saying yet whether these shootings themselves are connected with one another, or they just happen to happen within 5 minutes of one another. Still waiting for a number of details on that. Police said all the victims right now are being treated at local hospitals. We don't have any information yet leading us to believe that there were any fatalities in these mass shootings. Again, they said that all the victims are at local hospitals right now, so we'll keep you up.
Now, you know why there was no fatalities? All of Ock Nation subs know that. It's simple. Some racist white cops and some coon black cops showed up to the scene, scooped those people up, and flew 100 miles an hour through city traffic, sirens blaring, and rushed them people to the hospital. And the best surgeons in the world, partially due to practice with these type of wounds, and also due to the fact that it's Chicago, a great city, a beacon city, a flagship city that attracts the best in the world's best and brightest surgeons from all over the world. Performed miracles on many of these people. That's why you have 10 injured in 2 mass shootings and none dead. Okay? Because the cops who was right there, because they're always patrolling these neighborhoods, rushed these people to the scene. And don't forget the EMTs too. But in situations like this, a lot of times when they do these scoops, I forgot what they call them, scooping something, but a lot of times they don't have time to wait for the EMTs. They just gotta get these people. The gunshot wounds are so life-threatening that they gotta get these people. They can't wait for the EMTs. They gotta rush, throw these people in the backseat of the squad car and rush them to the station. Rush them to the hospital.
Details on that. Police said all the victims right now are being treated at local hospitals. We don't have any information yet leading us to believe that there were any fatalities in these mass shootings. Again, they said that all the victims are at local hospitals right now, so we'll keep you updated if we get more information. But for now, we are live.
All 3 of those mass shootings happened in Chicago on Wednesday night, just some 6 hours apart. It happened at 3 scenes, 2 in North Lawndale and 1 in Lincoln Park. In all, 18 people were shot, 1 of them killed. CBS 2's Mugo Digwe is live in Lincoln Park at the scene of the latest shooting. Mugo.
Yeah, good morning, Ryan. So we are on Clark and North Avenue right now. And just a few hours ago, there was a party bus parked out here, right where you see those cones there. That's where that party bus was. It is part of an investigation. That's why so many police officers were out here earlier. We want to show you what that looks like. Take a look. You can see that party bus here surrounded with red police tape. And if you look...
If I had $1 for every story I did on a party bus full of Sun people getting shot up. I can remember one I did on Oakland not too long ago. I think it was earlier this year. I can remember another one in the Los Angeles area last year. And those are just the ones I can remember offhand. There have been so many. If you hear of a party bus shot up, know that it was full of Sun people. Don't even read the article. I'm trying to save y'all time. Everybody got busy lives. Stuff pop up on our notifications, you know, Twitter notifications, Facebook notifications. It was a shooting of a party bus. If it was a shooting of a party bus, it was Sun people. on that bus. And the shooter was a Southern man. Period.
I want to show you what that looks like. Take a look. You can see that party bus here surrounded with red police tape. And if you look closer at the right side window, it seems much of it is shattered. It seems that happened from the shooting, and there's plenty of evidence markers on the ground too. Now, police say 8 people were injured just before midnight after 2 Jeeps drove up and someone started shooting. Investigators tell us it's still not clear right now if the victims were inside or outside that party bus when they were shot. As we said, there were 2 other mass shootings last night. This one was around 6 p.m. on Chicago's west side. We learned a 14-year-old boy, just 14, was killed here near 13th and Christiana in the North Lawndale neighborhood.
A 14-year-old boy. That woman should be in tears saying that. She should be choked up saying that. But it happens every day. It happens every day to where we hear a 14-year-old was killed in a shooting, a mass shooting. Just think about that. A 14-year-old was killed in a mass shooting. The other day I did a story, a 1-year-old shot in the head in a mass shooting. She survived. But these titles, we hear them and we don't break down, we don't guess, we're not like, it's so normal. Every city, every day.
We learned a 14-year-old boy, just 14, was killed here near 13th and Christiana in the North Lawndale neighborhood. 4 other people were hurt and then taken to the hospital. And from the angle of Chopper 2, you can see SWAT team officers on scene not far from Douglas Park. Then, 5 minutes later, just blocks away, 5 more people were hurt when shots were fired near Douglas and Ridgeway. The victims here include 4 teenagers as young as 14 years old. You can see the aftermath here as an SUV flipped over in the middle of the street. Police are investigating whether those 2 shootings are related. As for that latest shooting here in Lincoln Park, 8 people shot. We know one of them is in critical condition. The others range from serious to good condition, and so far, no one has been arrested.
3 mass shootings in one city. In one night, within hours of each other. Let me say it. 3 mass shootings in one section of one city. Different neighborhoods, but still not far from each other. 3 mass shootings. No suspects. 18 wounded. A 14-year-old dead. People in critical condition. No suspects. And we got to hear about the criminal justice system, all this criminal reform. Criminal justice reform. Make it easier for these guys. Make life easier for these shooters. They never get caught. In the stand, like it's literally like always no suspects. Please turn yourself in. We need the community to come forward with information. 3 mass shootings in one city in one day. Wow, man. I'm trying to stay shocked about this. I'm trying to be shocked about this. I'm trying to be, give this the gravity that it needs. I'm trying to be like, yo, this is crazy. No suspects. None. And since this video's been made, because I have to upload the video, And then I got videos in the queue before this. So by the time I premiere this, there might have been 3 more mass shootings in this city. Wow. And this is one of about 20,000 cities and towns in this country. And everywhere you go, there's a certain community that's doing this. And we got to hear about criminal justice reform and racist Karens at Walmart and not enough diversity on college campuses and all this crap. Are you kidding me? What about this?